Hello again. Thank you so much for joining me once more as we continue to explore Minecraft education together. For this part of the video, we will be moving into the student activity portion. And the first step of that starts with actually downloading the application onto your device. So here I have a link, which will take you to the page that prompts the download. You can also scan this QR code to accomplish the same, or you could also Google it. Okay, so once the app has been downloaded, you can now go ahead and create an account. I'm already signed in, so we don't see that option here for me. But for you folks at home, to create an account, you can simply put in your UFT email, which is a Microsoft account. You can set the name of your player. You might want to create, customize your skin. And okay, so when you're all ready to go, I would like you to click play, and then you will go to library here. And then in the search function up here, you will insert blocks of grass. Okay, so you just look up blocks of grass and it's the first one that shows up. So you will click and load this world to build and do your activity in. So you just press here, create world. Okay, so we've spawned in the world here. As you can see, it's just flat open land. And that's intentional just to get you used to the controls and to really allow you to kind of experiment and play here. The nice thing about Minecraft education is we do have the control bar to our left, which tells us exactly what button is responsible for what function. So for example, I'm moving backwards and forwards, left and right using the WASD keys. As I showed you in the first video, these are fully customizable if you would like to change them. Either using my mouse or my keypad, I can move the direction in which my player is looking. One very important thing is jumping. So you can jump using the space bar, as you can see here. But another really cool thing is that if I press it twice, I can actually start to fly. So now I'm kind of walking on air. I'm able to traverse the landscape a lot faster. And if I want to go higher, I can actually hold the space bar and it will basically levitate me up into the air. So I'm going higher and higher and higher. And then if I decide that I want to come down, I can just double click the spacebar again and I'm falling to the ground. The last thing that we just need to cover is the inventory function that I briefly showed in the demo, the first part of the demo. But once again, this inventory here gives you access to all the different materials that you'll be using to craft your product during the student activity. So once you've put items into your inventory like so, you can toggle between them using the number keys. So you can see I'm switching between the colors very easily. Okay, and if I'd like to place some of these, in this case, I have place set to my right mouse. So I'm just going to place using my right mouse. Once again, you can change this to fit your needs best. Okay, and if I want to get rid of those, in this case, mine is toggled to the left mouse key. So now I've just destroyed all the blocks I've placed. And that's more or less all you need to know for the controls within the activity we're going to do. I suggest just to get a little comfortable, you play around in the world, play some things around and whatnot. So the student activity I have planned today is a way for you to uniquely experiment and play within the world of Minecraft while still keeping it current and relevant to curricular expectations. So the activity I have designed is specifically meant to be used between grade 7 and 10 in the context of a science class. Your objective for today's activity is to use the materials in Minecraft as well as the space around you to construct a physical representation of what you believe a cell to be. Now, cells in and of themselves are quite diverse and complex, and both students and yourselves are coming to this activity with a varying range of backgrounds and expertise and knowledge on what cells are. And that's totally okay because this activity is meant to kind of embrace your prior knowledge and use that as an entry point for learning. So it doesn't matter where you're starting off because what this activity looks to achieve is to show progressive learning over time. As they move through the course and begin to construct knowledge on their concept of what a cell is, they'll be able to revisit this knowledge and show that learning organically. So their model will begin to increase in complexity, perhaps additional features will be added, and students, as I said, can continually revise to demonstrate and make connections between what was learned and what is being learned. I just want to take a second here to show you the cell that I've constructed. It's here in all of its glory. I've used the board just to highlight some of the key features, that I want to show with you. So my cell is an animal cell because animal cells tend to be round. I have shown that it has a membrane, and I did so using glass, and cytoplasm, which is the liquid inside of a cell, I've shown using water. In the middle, you can kind of see it there, the red thing, the reddish thing. I've also shown a nucleus, and I've identified that it's the command center in the middle of the cell. So I just want to show you inside of the cell as well. You can see it's filled with water. And if we go into the middle in red, we have my nucleus. So this is my cell here. And once again, this is just my interpretation of a cell. But in the spirit of, engaging with this learning authentically, I want you to do your best to construct your cell, however complex or accurate it may be, that does not matter. When you have completed the cell, and even perhaps throughout the process, if you'd like to document that by taking screenshots or pictures and uploading it into the thread as your response, that would be really amazing. You can kind of reflect on how you feel about Minecraft education as a whole and what your experience was from the perspective of a student. Did you have a fun and engaging experience? Did the visual representation of constructing your cell help you to expand and engage in your prior knowledge? Did it help to inform future learning? Also, just asking and thinking about whether you ran into any challenges or any stressors when you were doing this. For example, I know I wanted to depict my cell to be round. I'm limited, however, by the fact that Minecraft is a cubic world. So if you had any of those issues, you can just speak a little bit to how you navigated those or anything else you feel is relevant or important to your experience. I hope you have a fun time and thank you so much once again.